nervous, and nobody created an app for this tonight and this weekend. So I want to ask you, who in this room set up yearly resolutions? Okay. And how many of you gave up? Come on, don't be shy. Okay, don't worry, there are lots of people who gave up just like you. And there are millions of people who download and use goal tracking applications. And also other thousands that download motivational applications. But their shared problem is the fact that they tend to lose focus and don't achieve their final goal. So we want to change this, and we have created an app. And this app allows you to enter into a community where you will find people with the same goals as you, or maybe similar to you. And you will find people from different areas, because having this application allows you to choose between the community you want to go, from exercise, habits, culture, and food. The great thing about this app and what we want to change and bring new in this market is the fact that you will have a human touch to it, a human connection, because we want to add tips and tricks that you receive from others who struggle with the same issue and trying to achieve their goals. So this can happen by receiving notification on your mobile, but not only a notification in the fact that you haven't achieved your goal today, but actually a tip or advice on how to do that. And by knowing that somebody else already tries to do that and has given you an advice on what it works for him or her, maybe it will motivate you. So you will have certain fields that you have to set up for yourself, and we have thought of several types of customization for this application. But the great thing is that we want to add also the fact that you can challenge somebody in that group to start doing that goal along with you. Maybe you see that for a certain community, there are many people who want to exercise, and you can go there and choose a person and challenge, and maybe by doing this you feel more motivated because you enter somehow in a competition. And I think everybody loves competition, but in the same thing you can also use this app without doing this and being alone, let's say, but in the same time using their tips and tricks or their advices. Also, another great thing is the fact that we want to be different by the others, because we don't want you to have a coach, because every of the coaches here asked us about the fact that we are not very different from Coach.me or Lyft, as you may know it, but we are, because there you tend to get into conversation with people and tend to lose focus just because of that. We want to keep you on track, because we want to offer you only advices and tips on how to do that and to remind you daily of that thing. So, as you can see, I'm scrolling to the application. This is what we created so far. You can also scan this and try it on your phones. But meanwhile, pay attention to me, because there is something else I want to say. We plan to partner with some other let's say communities, depending on the area. For example, on the culture area, on exercises, sports, or whatever is out there that people are interested into. And we want to bring also the reward in this community, because people, as I said, tend to lose focus, and maybe the competition is not enough for them, or maybe just the advices. So by getting a prize in the end might help them to do that. And we have thought of different ways of doing this, because nowadays there are so many communities for books and book clubs, or I don't know, marathons, and we have many opinions on how to do that, but I will leave it to the questions, so I think I'm done.
If we don't have any other teams, we can just continue with the questions.
14 hours later. Okay, in all these apps out there that people are using for tracking and goals and all this sort of stuff, do they have large user bases? I know that, for example, like on C-SPAN, download.com, you can see how many people downloaded last week and that sort of thing.
Yes.
So with all these downloads and with all these apps going on, are you quite sure that the people that they aren't working for the people and that they need the additional things that you put into your solution that you're coming up with? I mean, have you experienced it somehow in this way?
Yes, well, the first thing we made, it was a big research but not only looking at the number of the downloads, but actually downloading all these applications and trying them out, and also looking at the reviews, mainly the negative aspects of their applications, to see what can we bring more, or what can we change to make it better. So we are not afraid of the competition, but the thing that there are so many users, because there are millions who download these applications, is a very good thing. We are afraid, sorry, I didn't start very well.
You answered my question.
Okay.
It's a must-have or nice-have application?
I remember your question from the table, and the same answer. It's a nice-to-have application, but since we have so many requests, not us, yes, we do, because we made a research in the market, and our colleague went out there and asked people if they would like to use this application. But it's not like that type of app that it's nice to have, but doesn't help you in your real life. It does. It's not just for fun. It actually helps you to achieve your goals and to be a more successful person, not only in your personal life, but professionally.
Since it's a nice to have business-wise, for me it means that it's no business.
So you only use must-have application?
No, I invest in only must-have things. In nice-to-have things are on the second or third place in terms of investment.
Okay, along those lines, I don't understand how you're going to make money off of this. So if on CNET and download.com, quite a few things are free, some are freemium model. What kind of model were you planning on for your application?
Well, at first it's going to be a free app to download, but for example, in the personal development area, we think to partnership with motivational speakers, for example, and add this as a premium feature maybe, or in the area of tips and tricks, if the user chooses so, he can see tips and tricks for persons who are professional in that area.